Now for another contentious affair this week, the fight for the Southern Area Super Middleweight title, with Matthew Barney making the first defence of his crown against Hussain Osman. All along, this looked like being a tough test for Barney, and so it proved. Round 3.
Barney white red of Hussain Osman, the Syrian now based in Paddington. Barney coming in a couple of pounds heavier at 11.13 and a half. There's a right hand, and did he touch down there? He did. And he gets a count. He was only very briefly down, but touched the canvas. He did his mandatory 8 count. He's not badly shaken up, but that ought to encourage Barney.
Yes, it should. That should be the encouragement needed to get his punches going. Now he knows he can catch the chin and hurt Osman.
Osman trying to get through with his own right hand. Barney covers up quite well. Barney, who's won all 4 since moving to the Gwyn Evans team in Portsmouth. He used to be trained by Charlie Macri, the old world flyweight champion, and by Dean Powell. And his dad is certainly his most vociferous fan. But he's looking for a breakthrough, isn't he? Somehow, Osman here. He's trying to rough it up, trying to make a dent in Barney. Hasn't managed it yet.
No, he hasn't, but he's come back well from that flash knockdown, starting to really take the fight to Barney, and Barney looking negative.
Good countering right there, Barney. Kind of walked onto that Osman. He doesn't look hurt though. Wants to throw plenty of leather himself. Can't quite find the accuracy for some of those shots, but just occasionally he's getting Barney looking a bit disorganized.
Yes, just as they come together there, Osman also got through the right hand. That's caused some damage to the nose of Barney, and that has really pushed Osman on.
There was blood coming from it already, but it's got a lot worse, as Glenn was saying. It's a good little comeback here by Osman, who looks like he's quite prepared to walk through a few punches to try to take control of this.
Another good right hand from Osman, and he's got Barney in a little bit of trouble.
But of course he has been on the floor and taken a count. However, briefly he was down in the round, which will affect the scoring of it. Barney on the back foot and caught by a right hand. Big comeback by Osman.
What do you think he is? Come here trying to bully you. Don't say that.
There is Hussain Osman.
So we're going to go for him, okay?
9 wins and only 3 inside schedule. Now, he was on the floor, he touched down. Did he touch down? Let's have a look. The referee says he does.
Yeah, the right knee touched down on the floor, and that does count as a knockdown, although it was just a flash. There's a good right hand there. The first one wobbled him, the second one not as good, but that was enough just to make him touch down briefly.
The scoring of the round, interesting. I thought Osman won the round other than the knockdown.
Okay, corners.
6th round, due to go 12. Southern Area and IBO Intercontinental Championships being disputed here. Barney is the Southern Area champion at this weight, 12 stone, where we have stars like Joe Calzaghe, Robin Reed, David Starry, the up-and-coming Brian McGee, and Tony Dodson, who looks to be making some strides. Liverpool fighter, one to keep your eye on maybe this year. Oh, good right hand, and he's hurt that time. Make no mistake in Osman. Terrific right hand from Barney. I thought he was going to go there for a moment, Osman.
Well, that was much better from Barney. Suddenly starting to get his punches together, and that's what he's got to try and do. Land some clean punches.
Well, I think that was the best punch of the contest, quite beyond dispute.
Yeah, he's got the combination, the double jab and the right hand. That worked from early, and it worked from again there.
He hasn't really followed it up, though, has he? He had him going for a split second there. But Osman's legs have freshened themselves up again. His head's cleared, and it looks like he's back to work. But there is hope in that incident for Barney.
It just doesn't look as if Barney's heart's in this fight. He's just struggling to lift himself.
Not a bad tactic, the body punches from Osman. He's one of those fighters, isn't he, this Hussain Osman, who looks like he relishes every second in there.
Yes,
He looks like he'd do it for nothing.
He's a strong, tough character who likes going forward, likes trying to get his punches on.
There you go.
Based at the All Stars gym in London. And I bet you he's there from dawn till dusk. He's one of those kind of guys, by the look of it. Slapping a bit with some of these punches. Little body shot from Barney, but he's getting outworked again here, Matthew Barney. And he's in severe danger of losing his Southern Area Championship and a lot of credibility as well.
Yes, he is. He's got to start putting some punches together. Very, very negative. Nothing coming back from Barney.
And on the run a bit too. He looks as if he's always trying to buy time, as if he can't fight 3 minutes a round, or doesn't trust himself to anyway. Osman's round again.
Keep your hands off.
Barney definitely not happy with the pace that Osman is setting, and you know the fitness doesn't look there from Barney, and you know he just doesn't look in this fight.
Now this was this punch by Barney, bang, and he had him going, but he didn't really follow that up, did he?
No, he didn't. He just stepped off the gas. It was a nice combination from Barney, but that was all he did in the round.
Yeah, other than this, Osman just outworked him.
And that was a good punch, which obviously hurt Osman, but you want then Barney to pick it up to really take the fight to Osman, but he never did that.
Barney's thrown, ooh, look at that. Osman's thrown 417 to Barney's 158.
You can beat this guy.
Wow.
Well, I think that just shows you that Barney, you know, not really in this fight, not really getting any shots off.
Certainly not for the last 3 rounds or so. Barney might have just nicked those earlier sessions. 3rd round, I wonder how it was scored really, because he did have the knockdown in his favour, Barney, but Osman won the rest of the round. Gunn had it 10-10, which I guess is a pretty reasonable reading. I score it 10-9 to Barney, but it's one you can argue about. Barney needs another of those big punches, and this time to follow up. It's a big test of his character, you know, here. I mean, where does he go? He can't write into Boxing News, or his dad can't, you know, about losing to Hussain Osman, can he?
No, he certainly can't. His career goes right down if he loses in this fight. Really, in this one, he needed a win, and he needed to look good, because he's a bit short of good-looking performances.
Right, mate. Do as you're told. Let him go. Let him
Just
go.
getting untidy again. And here,
3, 4, 5 times I've told you.
I've told you 5 times about the holding. He's going to take a point off here. Point off for Barney. For all the holding. I've told you 5 times, he said. Fair enough, Glenn?
Yep, fair enough. Definitely, he hasn't really come to fight. He did need it reminded of that now. You know, if he's going to win this fight, he's got to pull something out and stop being positive.
These are critical moments in the career of Matthew Barney if he's going to do anything in this business. At the moment, it's impressive stuff from Hussain Osman, who's full of desire. That's a good left hook, mind, from Barney. Just occasionally, you worry about Osman's chin.
Well, it's good from Osman because Osman's the one who wants it. But Barney, you know, isn't doing anything. He really needs to start throwing some punches.
And he's after him like a hunter all the time now. I think Osman feels he's got his number.
Yes, I think he knows the strength there, not there with Barney. And I think Barney looks like he's ready to quit at this point. He certainly needs to start throwing punches.
He's in danger of falling apart, Barney. Either he gets a second win here, or Richie Davis might start to take a rather closer interest. Not just yet, but he does look like he's sagging. The sheer work rate and want to win way that Hussain Osman has about him is just, at the moment, proving all too much for Barney to handle.
Well, Barney, for me, just didn't look like he wants to be in there. And if I was a corner, I'd pull him out.
You'd pull him out now?
Yeah, I'd pull him out. He just doesn't look interested in this fight.
I'm going to stop it. Right? One more. Unless you start throwing your punch, that's it. What's wrong with you? Come on, one more punch, and I'm packing in. I'm chucking in. So you better start throwing some punch now.
No, they're trying to rouse him.
Well, look at him. The corner's saying that one more round, I'll pull you out. No reaction. His head's down. This is a man who, I think, in his mind, he's already been defeated, and I think the corner, would be right to pull him out.
It's a really good display, this, isn't it, by Osman? He's not a classical kind of fighter who's going to win a world title or any version of it, but in his own way, he's value for money, isn't he?
Yeah, he's using making the best of what he has available, and that's really just determination, strength, and fitness, and he's doing that well.
Even Richard Williams, the Commonwealth light middleweight champion, found this Hussain Osman a real handful. Now Barney, is he going to lift himself? He does look as if he's trying to do that.
But Barney's just got to grit his teeth and start throwing punches.
He's got him with a left hook, and he says no knockdown, because I think he feels he pushed him down in the end. Although there was a punch in there. But I think sign of the tiredness in the legs. There's a rabbit punch from Osman in all of that. There's some damage by the eyes of Osman now. The left eye's cut of Osman. It's a real bruising battle, not a long way removed from something you might see on the street corner of a Saturday night, is it?
Well, they're both pretty tired, falling in the ropes now. Now will the cut on Osman's eye lift Barney a little bit?
Let's have a look at the eye cut, they're saying now. With Osman, how bad is that? Can't really see from here. I don't think it's critical at the moment, is it? Is it?
You wouldn't think so. He's asking the doctor to have a look at it there, Richie Davis, and it's all right.
Get on with it, he says. Well, it would be a heartbreaker for Osman if he was to lose this on a cut. He's getting home with more of these shots now, worryingly from Barney's point of view. Osman's beginning to find the target and not miss as much as he was earlier on, which was a lot, in truth. Good left hook from Barney, and there just occasionally, with one punch, there still seems to be a glimmer of light for him, but only a glimmer.
And he's trying to lift himself a little bit more now. He's really got to try and do something, Barney.
shots from Osman, standing off, looking up, picking the shots as Barney does nothing.
Right out, son. Let him out. Let him out. Watch your head, Osman. Watch your head.
Tremendous work rate from Hussain Osman, which speaks volumes for his level of fitness and conditioning.
Okay, sorry, son.
But still no real fight. He tried at the beginning of the round, Barney, but nothing much there. He hasn't really lifted himself.
Yet it remains one of those fights where there could be one sensational punch maybe from Barney that might turn it around. But as it is, Osman is winning every round on work rate, has done for a long time in the fight now. I've got him 3 points ahead. I think you've got it more, haven't you?
Yes, I've got it more than that. I'm 5 points ahead now.
Now that was the knockdown that wasn't.
Yeah, he was just pushed around a little bit. He's just falling in. I think it's just a measure of his tiredness. But he's just very scrappy, very tired, and just can't find the punches at all, Matthew Barney.
There's the cut by the eye of Osman, which he dabs at. You're not supposed to do that, are you?
No, that doesn't help it at all. That just fires it up and opens the cut worse.
Just human instinct, I guess, there. Here's round 9. On my card, Osman has won the last 5 rounds. He's in the red trunks, remember.
Yeah, quite a big margin, 79-74. Osman pulling away. Barney has got to start now throwing some punches if he's going to have any sort of chance.
By the way, the news on Osman's cut by the left eye is that the referee deems that a punch caused it. In other words, it wouldn't be counted as an accidental clash of heads, in which case they'd go to the cards. If he got stopped because of that, Barney would be the winner. That's what it means. Oh, that's a low blow. Right hand, very low from Barney on the blind side of the referee, but he saw it anyway. Don't try that. God, he's earning his money tonight, isn't he, Richie Davis?
He really is. This is a tough one for the referee.
That white shirt's going to have to go to the laundry too.
Well, can Barney find anything else? Can he try and lift himself to throw some punches?
Well, he's often looked like this. I don't want to be unkind to the guy, but he's often looked the negative sort, hasn't he?
Yeah, you often wonder how much he wants it when he's in there. Never had a great deal of fire in him or in his performances.
But to be fair, he hasn't actually quit. He's still fighting on in there. And now the towel is thrown in by Barney's corner. It is over. It will be stopped, I think, at this point. And the winner is Hussain Osman. Barney's limitations well and truly exposed, and Hussain Osman gets a very well-merited victory, which he did with sheer desire, hard work, determination, guts, work rate. It was all too much for Matthew Barney, and Hussain Osman now has the Southern Area Championships at middleweight and now super middleweight, and throw in the IBO Intercontinental trinket for what it's worth as well.
Well, there was no complaints from Barney, which suggests he wasn't enjoying it in there. He couldn't lift himself, and I think he was glad to get out of that fight.
Well, they took your advice, but 2 rounds late, Glenn, the corner.
Yeah, they did. They obviously give him a chance to try. They give him the riot act, warned him what was going to happen. For me, they did the right thing. He never really looked from the 4th round that he wanted to be in there. And well done the corner for pulling their man out.
And I think at 27 he faces, how can I put it, an uncertain future, doesn't he, in the business, Matthew Barney. As for Osman, I think at anything below the very top level in the country, he's going to be a nasty handful for a lot of people.
Well, he is. He's so strong, so determined, a little bit awkward. He'll give anybody a tough night.
The man born in Damascus but now based in London has scored a big win here.
That puts Hussain Osman on the map, Nicky. Does he deserve that?
Oh, I think so, yeah. I mean, obviously it was noted by Ian Dark throughout that commentary that he must be one of the fittest boxers in this country. Very rarely do super middleweights throw that many punches. Tremendous display of fitness and power, I'd say, as well. He came back well from, I mean, don't forget, a few months ago, Gary Lockett, the light middleweight, took him out very early, and that could have finished a lot of boxers, but just a credit to Gary Lockett. But says a lot for Osman how much he's come back from that.
Big disappointment for Barney. What are they going to do with him now, do you think?
I don't know, he's lost a few now. I think he's 10-3 at the moment, Barney. He's a talented fighter, not a bad boxer, good right hand, but he wasn't anywhere near the fitness of Osman here, and was outworked, and eventually that fitness told, and the corner told him, you know, we're going to throw the towel in unless you start working. Didn't have the energy, and therefore the towel came in, but he can recoup maybe and go on to another Southern Area title.
Let's hope he can come back.